Vahare, 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 Hare, Vahare, 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 Vahre, 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 Vahre. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਟੈਸਟਿੰਗ ਟਾਈਮ exam. Let's say who passed the exam. Should we take an exam? A test? Small test. Very simple. All right. You cannot leave. You cannot leave. It's a testing time. Cannot leave. Nobody can go out. People can come in, but not out. All right. Look at your screen. There is a hint also for the exam. Ad Sach. We discussed yesterday Ad Sach. So what was there before the creation? Who said Vaigu? All right. Was there any creation there? What was it? What was there? There was something else than Vaigu. Sorry? All right. But it's all Vaheguru, right? Ad Sach is all Vaheguru. So how the creation was started? Shabad. Very good. There was a Furna. Vaheguru ji took a Furna. The Shabad was there. Shabad was already there. He said, now I'm going to expand this Shabad. If you are a physics student, you will learn that universe is expanding. Have you heard about it? Universe is expanding. So Maharaj says, Arbad Narbad Tundukara. There was nothing before other than Vaheguru. Sometimes people say there is nothing, there was nothing. Sometimes they say there was nothing. No, Vaheguru ji was there. It's not that Vaheguru ji didn't there. Then how the creation was created? Vaheguru ji was always there. Ad Sach, Jugad Sach, Hai Bhi Sach, Nanak Hosi Bhi Sach. Vaheguru ji was there before also, before the creation. And in all the jugs he was there. He will be there in the future also. Right now he's there in the future also. What does that mean, future also? When there will be a destruction. But when the creation was not there, what was there? Arbad Narbad Tundu Kara Taran Na Gagan Hukam Apara. Now we know what is Hukam is. Hukam is Shabad. Hukam is Naam. His Shabad was there. His Naam was there. But there was nothing else. What is Taran? Taran is earth. There was no earth. Gagan, Akash, sky. There was no sky. Just imagine. How will it look like? That's why this is a picture for you. That's how it looked like. Taran na Gagana Hukam Apara. Na din rain, na chand na suraj. There was no day, there was no night, there was no moon, there was no sun. Sun samad lagaenda. He was sitting in himself. In sun, in himself. Nothing, all in peace, in sahaj, in the samadhi. Khani na bani, pawn na pani. There was no air, there was no water, there was no speech, there was no sound, there was no speech. Opat khapat na avan jani. There was nobody was dying there, nobody was taking a birth, nothing was created new, nothing was getting destroyed. Obviously, if there is no creation, nothing is going to happen. But Maharaj has made sure that we understand that there was actually nothing. Khand, patal, sapat nahi, sagar. Sapat sagar, everybody knows, right? Sagar is the ocean and all. Nadi na neer vahainda. There was no rivers, no water was flowing here and there, nothing. Simply nothing, only Vaheguru. Na tad swarg mach pyala. There was no heaven or hell. You know, people believe that there was a heaven and hell. There was no heaven and hell then. Dojak bist nahi hai kala. There was no kal. Death didn't exist because there was no life. How the death will be there if there will be no life? Narg swarg nahi jamman marna. Nobody was getting born. Nobody was dying. Na ko aaye, na jayega. Nobody was coming, nobody was going. Now, interestingly, Brahma, Vishan, Mahesh, na koi. There was no Brahma. In mythology, in the Hindu mythology, they believe in Brahma, Vishan, Mahesh. They created the whole world. One is a creator, one is a destroyer, and all that. Maharaj says they didn't exist. Brahma, Vishan, Mahesh, na koi. Avar na dija, ekko soi. Only one was there. Only one. Ekko hi si. Only him. Nothing else. Nar, purakh, nahi jaat na janma. There was no female. There was no male. Nothing. No male, no female. Jaat na janma. There was no social status. Nobody was getting born. There was no caste. Nako dukh sukh painda. There was no pain. There was no happiness. Keep on listening. I'm going to ask questions. Na tad jati sati banvasi. There was no people who were becoming a yogis, or they were taking a banvas, going into the jungles, because jungles didn't exist. How will they go there? Because there was nothing there. I'm going to take a pause here. We'll go next. Now the testing time again. So we are all clear that only Vaheguruji was there. His hukam was there, right? So how was his hukam? How did it look like? Hukam kitna tha siga? Who said something? You said? Bolo put. What is Shabad? Think about it. Shabad is, the definition of Shabad is in Japji Sahib. Kita pasao eko kawao. Kawao. Kawao is the sound. He created the creation through the Shabad. The first thing when he said, when he took a furna and he said, I am going to create, his furna is nothing but a hukam. It is also called Shabad. It is also called hukam. It is also called Naam Niranjan. It is also called Atam Niranjan, Atam Ram. It's all one and the same thing. Now, to create the creation, that sound was created first. And that is what the Big Bang Theory is. Let me take you to a scientific diagram, not made by me. I copied it. This is a diagram. Look at very closely. In Bible, it comes, let there be light. In Bible, it says, let there be light. And that's what we were talking about. Wherever the light went, the creation went. From the Shabad, very important concept. From the Shabad, from the Naam, the elements were created. Sache te pavana pya, pavane te jal hua, jal te tere pavan sajya, kat kat jot samoy. From the such pavan came, from the such pani came, from the such all the creation came. But this, or from the such, what is the form of such? It is a shabad, it is a sound. Big Bang theory. Big Bang expansion, before actually it came into existence, it took 13.7 billion years. This is not Guru Granth Sahib Ji. This is from the science. Because time is irrespective when we talk about subtle body. Physical body is subjected to a time. Subtle body is not subjected to a time. That's why Maraj is also called Akal. Jada Kal to pare, time to pare. Utte time nahi lagu honda. 13.7 billion years lage. 13.7 billion years. And do you see, there is a time in between which is dark. It is called dark ages. I don't know when this diagram actually came into a picture, because it has some quantum fluctuations also there, some inflation also there. A lot of things are mentioned here. But I know this thing from Gurbani. I don't know, but Gurbani Guru tells us this thing. Read it very, very closely. Full focus, full concentration. Ape sabkat andro, ape hi bahar. He is in everybody. He is inside us. He is outside us. Ape gupt vartada, ape hi jahar. He is invisible as well as we can see him. Gupt bhi hai, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵੇਖ ਵੀ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ. Very interestingly. Gupt bhi hai. Invisible also as well as visible also. Now read the next line. Jug chhatti gubar kar vartya sunna har. If you know about jugs, there are 4 jugs which are known to the humankind. And that too, sometimes it is called mythology. One is Satyug, one is Treta Yug, then Dwapar, and then Kal Yug. We discussed this about yesterday. I'm not going to go in details. Gurbani does not mention what were the timelines of that Yug. Kinne salan de Yug is ages. Now that age was 40,000 years or 4 million years or whatever. There are many, many different theories to that. I'm not going to go in that because Gurbani does not mention that. Again, because Gurbani is all about Akal. But Gurbani definitely says Yug, that there was a Yug, there was Satyug, there was Treta Yug, there was Dwapar, there was Kal Yug. But what was the timelines, we don't know. But guess what? Let's go back to the diagram. Let's read this first. Jug chhatti gubar kar. You know what gubar is? Darkness. For 36 yugs, there was darkness. Vaheguruji was there, but there was no universe. So what does that mean? Which yug are we in? Can anybody tell me which yug we are in? Kal Yug. Kal Yug is the last yug. It is a last yug. What is going to happen? Look into the diagram. Let's say if we are here, the first side, after that there are dark ages. It will be all dark. The dark matter which exists in the universe, it's going to overtake. ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਤਪਤ ਪਰਲੋ ਸ਼ਬਦੇ ਹੋਵੇ ਸ਼ਬਦੇ ਹੀ ਫਿਰ ਉਤਪਤ ਹੋਵੇ. Utpat is creation. Parlo is destruction. Through the Shabad, through the sound, the creation was created. Kita pasao, eko kuao. Tiste hoye, lakh daryao. All the creation was created. Lakh is 100,000 rivers, mountains, rivers. Everything was created, right? But after the Kal Yug, what is going to happen? Every yug is going to end. Every age is going to end. No age is permanent. It's not going to be there forever. The time is going to come when this age is also going to end. What will happen after that? After reading this, what do you know? Nothing. There will be no life. It will be back to square one. Nothing. Arbad narbad tundukar. Again same. Nothing. For ages, there will be no creation. Who will be there then? Vaheguruji, God will be there still. But nothing will be there. No rivers, no sky, no earth, no creation. Nothing will be there. Okay. Let's testing time again. Again, the testing time. What is this? Nothing. Only Vaheguru. Only Vaheguru is there. How this world was created? By the Shabad. What is Shabad? Can you see the Shabad? Can you see any sound? No, right? If I'm speaking, you can listen to me, but can you see me? Can you see my voice? No? That's true or not? Right? Because it's a sound. And we read it every day. Kagad kalam na manne ka beh karan aisa naam jeko man jane man. The naam cannot be written. But guess what? In Punjab, if you go, I hear there are many deras. You know what dera is? Dera is a place where it's a cultish place, right? Where there is a cult leader. And not all deras are bad, but mostly it's bad. Only few are good ones. But there is a leader out there, so-called saint. And you know what they give to people? Do you know what they give? Naam. What they give to people? Naam. Can you give naam to anybody? Can you give a sound to somebody? Guess what? How many followers they have? Millions. Exactly. Millions of people. Millions of people, they are going there to get what? And where is the naam? Naam is within all of us. That sound is in all of us. Naunid Amrit Prabh ka naam Dehi mein iska bishram. It is there. And how does it look like? Na roop na rekh anahat vaje. Na roop na rang anahat vaje. Shabad niranjan kiya. It is in the form of Shabad. It is in the form of sound. Everybody is clear how the naam is? It is the sound. Can anybody give it? No. From where that sound is coming? From where that Shabad is coming? Shabad sat sat kar bhakta. Today, if you will say somebody a bhakta, they will say, what language you are using? This is abuse. But in old days, bhakta was a good language. Bhakta means if somebody is speaking. Shabad sat sat kar bhakta. That Shabad was coming from the sound of Sat. Sat as in Vaheguru. And how can we understand that now? Surat, sun sun, jas sunta. Through our surat, our mind can hear that sound. Vaiguruji speaks, maybe our physical body will not. If our physical body would know Guru Pyareo, then everybody in this room would listen to it. But everybody is not listening. Only those minds, and now don't get an ego out of it, because I know a lot of you who hear this sound, right? Only those with Vaiguruji's Kirpa who have done the Abhyas, whose mind has gone to a state of Sahaj, state of silence, they hear it. But what happens when you start hearing it? You think you got everything. Yes, you have amazing Kirpa, but you have to go ahead. Agge jana hai aapa ਉਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਅੱਗੇ. Let's say if I give you something today, let's say very simple. If I give you idlis today, there was an idli in the langar, right? If I give you idli and idli is in your hand, and if you don't eat the idli, what good idli is? Nothing, right? It has no benefit. If we give you a food, if you don't eat it, it's no good. What is happening? Lot of you have that shabad pragat. Pragat hoya shabad. Pragat da matlab ki hunda? Meaning, it was gupt before, it was secret before, it was there inside you, but you were not hearing. But now Maharaj did a kirpa, and now you can hear the shabad. But what good it is if you don't hear it? It's there in there, it's there in your hand, it's there in the body. But what are we doing? We are not hearing that shabad. Now, let's go back to that diagram. This one. When we come out of this, very important to understand this diagram. Oh, I lost it now. Here you go. It's very important to understand that how can we listen to this Shabad? Can anybody tell me how can we listen to this Shabad? I told you this is a test session. How can you listen to this Shabad? Hanji. Yes and no. Yes and no. You don't have to put, this is very important. Thank you for bringing this up actually. I'm really thankful to you. Paisab said, you can hear this from the chakras. It is there in the chakras, but we don't put a dhyan in the chakras. We should not hear it from the chakras because you will burn yourself up. And the reason behind that is everything which I will say is from Gurbani, and there is a reason for that. Remember, Maharaj said, Ida, Pingla, or Sukhmana, Pavne Band Rahaogo, Chand Suraj, Doi Samkar Rakho, then you will meet Vaiguru. Basically, what we have to do is we have to combine these two. Not combine exactly. We have to make sure our surat is not going here and there. When you put a dhyan in the chakras, you never know where your pavan, where your surat is going to go. You have to go in the middle. And Maharaj has given us the way on how can we go in the middle. In the middle, there are two places. Very important, Guru Pyareo. Focus here. No side talks, please. Here, let me draw it for you. Which color should we use? Let's say blue. All right. Or maybe red. Because that blue was not visible. Red here. Here, Penji asked me a question whether it is a bindi or whether it is at this. So this is the whole area, this area. Look at this area. This area. This. That's one area. And then the second area is where your navel is there. All right, these are the two areas. I'm just going to close it. Doye sirya ka aap Swami. He has two ends. He's there in two ends. here and here. Now, I also mentioned, don't put a dhyan here, didn't I? Now, you don't have to put a dhyan here. Now, what is left then? Where to put the dhyan? Bottom, in the navel. I am not saying this. Guru Nanak is saying this. Naab, pavan, kar, asan, baise. Gurmukh, khojat, tat, lahe. What is tat? And we'll discuss. We have full lecture of what is tat. But high level, tat is a naam, is a shabad. If you want to search where the shabad is there in your body, if you want to connect with that shabad, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is telling us to put your dhyan in the nabi, in the belly button. So easy way is belly button. Now, because with Vaheguruji's Kirpa, we go to a lot of camps and a lot of people ask very interesting questions. Trust me, I learn from Sangat all the time. All the time. One Gurumukh asked me, should I put, when you say, should I put a dhyan on my belly button as in on the skin, outer area? Okay, let me ask you the same question. Should we put a dhyan on the skin, outer area? No, we are talking about a subtle body. Now the question is, if you don't want to put a dhyan in this outer skin, then where should you put a dhyan? The indication is within this line which Guru Nanak Dev Ji told us. Naab, pavan, kar, asana, baise. You put the asan with the pavan, with the breath. How? Let's do this. We have to take a deep breath in, but this time we are going to do something different. You have to see where does it touch in your belly button. Follow your pavan, right? And see where does it go. We will breathe from the nostrils. And I have a news for you. If your nostrils are not balanced, you might not be able to find that place, right? And if your nostrils are balanced, then you will go through the Sukman Nadi and you will be hitting that place. All right? Let's take a deep breath in from the nostrils. And then exhale. When you take the deep breath in, put your stomach in. Put your tummy in with it. ਢਿੱਡ ਆਪਣਾ ਨਾਲ ਥੋੜਾ ਅੰਦਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਐਦਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਵਾਸ ਅੰਦਰ ਲੈਣੇ ਹੈ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਆਪਣਾ ਢਿੱਡ ਅੰਦਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ and see where does it go. Again, let's try. Where it touches, if at all it is touching your belly button inside, from inside, that's the place where you have to put the dhyan. And now samajh aa gaya, maybe it is not hitting right now, but is it clear? This part is clear? Let's do 2 minutes of Simran, because till the time you will not do the Simran, your nostrils, your breath is not going to be balanced. Or balance nahi honi, udhar udhar chale jani hai. मैं अटलांटा च किसी ने क्या सी मेरी वक्खी तक जाती. Some penji was there. She said it is going. Vakhi समझते हो? What is vakhi in English? Huh? Waist. Left side of the waist it was going. Why? Because it was not balanced. वो किसी खब्बे पासे चले जाएगी, यहाँ सजे पासे चले जाएगी. That's why saas, gras, simran very very important. You can't put a dhyan without that. आओ जी. Just 2 minutes of Simran, and then I will tell you to stop, and then we'll take a deep breath in, and wherever your breath will go, where your swas will go, where the pavan will go, that's where you have to put a focus. You have to put a dhyan. Now when you're doing Sasgara Simran, try if you can. If you can't, that's also fine. Va, tummy in, listen to your voice. Guru, tummy out, listen to your voice. All right? आओ जी शुरू करिए. वाह गुरु वाह गुरु वाह गुरु वाह गुरु वाह गुरु वाह गुरु वाह Guru, var, 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 Guru, Guru, var, Guru, var, Guru, Guru, var, 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 Guru. Follow your voice. See where your voice is going inside. Guru, var, 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 Guru. Take a deep breath in from your nostrils. Don't open your eyes. Deep breath in from your nostrils. नासका तो डूंघे श्वास लो अंदर तक. ढिड अंदर कर लो बिल्कुल. फिर रोक के श्वास छड़ दो. Then stop your breath there and then exhale. Again inhale, deep inhale and stop there. Don't exhale yet. And then exhale. Again, deep breath in. Exhale. Now, even if you can't figure it out from inside, just put your dhyan, put your focus in the nabi, in the belly button area. Just put that dhyan inside. No Simran, don't open your eyes, no chanting, nothing. अंतर्गत सिमरन भी नहीं करना, सिर्फ चुप करके बैठना उठे. नाप पवन कर आसन बैसे, उठे बैठ जाना. You have to put the asan there. No talks. Close your eyes. Take a breath in. Put the dhyan in your nabi, in your belly button area, navel area. Put your face a little bit up. Keep on closing your eyes and open your mouth a little bit. थोड़ा जा अपना मुंह खोल लो. Keep on focusing on the nabi. Just put your face up and open your mouth a little bit. No Simran at this time. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We'll keep on practicing this in coming days also. But this is mostly for the Gurmukhs who don't hear a Sahaj Tun. Remember, I'm talking about Sahj, Tun and Naad. You should start putting the dhyan. What is the next line of this Shabad? Of this Shabad from Gurbani? Naab pavan kar asan baise, Gurmukh khojat tat lahe, so Shabad niranjan, Nij kar ache, Tripavan jot so Shabad lahe. Let's draw it. What Vaiguruji mean by that? Let's try to draw this. When I was a kid, for any question, I used to make a diagram. It used to help me out. Let's say this is the face. I'm drawing the eyes, and let's say this is the eyebrows. And let's say this is who we are. And let's say this is a big tummy like me, right? And this is a nabi here, a belly button area. Now this is the Sukman Nadi. I'm missing Sukman, why? Sukman Nadi. So this is a Sukman Nadi. So when you will put a dhyan here, what will happen? Maharaj is saying, so Shabad Niranjan Nijkar Ache. And the Shabad is here in the Nijkar. So what will happen when you put a Surt here? You will start hearing the Shabad from here. ਇੱਥੋਂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਵਜਣਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਾਇਆ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਨਾਭੀ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਤ੍ਰਿਕੁਟੀ ਤੇ ਨਾਭ ਪਵਨ ਕਰ ਆਸਣ ਬੈਸੇ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਖੋਜਤ ਤਤ ਲਹੇ ਸੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਨਿਰੰਜਨ ਨਿਜ ਕਰ ਆਛੇ ਤ੍ਰਿਭਵਨ ਜੋਤ ਸੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਲਹੇ that shabad which you will hear, it will take you to the jyot, to the prakash. So powerful. Just this jukti, if we will listen to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. देखो गुरबाणी ना खोजन दा विषय ते करन दा विषय, practical करन दा, खोज के practical करना. And if we'll do what Guru Nanak Dev Ji is telling us to do, that's what it matters. We have to read Gurbani, we have to understand Gurbani, do the vichar of Gurbani, and we have to do what Gurbani is telling us. Gurbani kahe sevak jan mane. What is the next line? Partak Guru nishtare. Darshan ho jange malak de. Any powerful hai Gurbani. You don't need any sant, any baba, any pai sahib, nothing. You don't need anybody. You just need Gurbani Guru and Sangat. Sat Sangat mile so Tariya Gur Prasad Parampad Paya Suke Kaset Hariya Sant Jana Mil Harjas Gayo Kot Janam Ke Dukh Guayo. Everything you will get it from the Sangat. And what is the definition of Sangat? Can anybody tell me? What is the definition of Sangat? Sat Sangat aisi janiye jithe eko naam vakhaniye. Where you can see the naam, where you can see the shabad, jithe tonu naam da abhyas ho jave, naam da practical ho jaye, wo sangat hai. Jithe ikko naam di galbat hoye, oda vichar hoye, wo sangat hai. Very clear definition. So, two things, and I have a request to the local sevadars also here. Have a monthly program, or at least not monthly, weekly Simran program where you can all sit and do this abhyas in the Gurdwara Sahib. Sangat nu jodo naal. Simran karo, dhyan karo, baitho the abhyas karo. Do the kirtan, do the Simran together. Have a couple of hours of session or 1.5 hour session. We are doing in Fremont Gurdwara Sahib from last 7-8 years now, 9, actually more than that, 9 years. With the Vaiguruji's Kirpa, so much Kirpa there in the Gurmukhs, they have a darshan of Vaiguru all the time. Prakash, darshan of Prakash all the time. Bete. Any Kirpa. Why? Because the abhyas is there. The Kirpa will come with abhyas. Jinna si abhyas karange, unni Kirpa. It's a practice. ठीक है जी? Now, let's try again for 2-3 minutes, and then we'll take a break, afternoon break for one. How many hours it is the break is? 2 hours? No, more than that. 3 hours? Well, I don't know. But okay, we'll discuss this at the time of the break. Let's do Simran first. Wa tummy in, listen to your voice. Guru, tummy out, listen to your voice. Then we'll do Sasa Simran. And then we'll try to put a dhyan in the Nabhi. Aao ji, shuru kariye. Wa, Guru, Wa, Guru, Wa, Guru, Wa, Guru. Full focus. Guru, Wa, 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 Wa, Guru, 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 Guru. Now put your dhyan in your nabhi, in your belly button, navel area. No Simran at this time. Just put the dhyan there. Face a little bit up. Open your mouth a little bit. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। सुखमन कह कर राग सुन, सुन मंडल लिव लाए. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji is telling us that listen to the sounds coming from the Sukhman Nadi by putting your dhyan in the Sun Mandal. Here, that's the area. When you go there, that's the area where the Sun starts. Two ends, this one and that one. You put the dhyan here. Don't put the dhyan here yet. No dhyan here yet. And no practice karo. You have how many? कदों है जी break? कितों तक है? 3:30 बजे तक? Okay. So exactly you have 3 hours. Up to you if you want to eat food and stuff your stomach up with the food and then sleep, or you can directly go home, lay on your bed and put the dhyan in your nabi and sleep like that. Do a little bit of a Simran. And how you do the Simran? When you have to sleep, how you do the Simran then? Guru 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 जपद्या while chanting जपद्या ध्यान अपना नाभि ते ले जाओ, अखां बंद कर दो, and with वाहिगुरु जी की कृपा in the sun you will hear this शब्द. ठीक है जी, भुला चुका दी खिमा गुरु प्यारियों. ब्रेक टाइम.